I've been asked guys to make a comparison between the LG G Stylo and the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime for Metro PCS, and here we are guys. This is going to be my comparison. If you are a Samsung Galaxy or a Samsung boy fan, you might be not gonna like this comparison. Let's gonna find out. Let's gonna start with the design in the phones and have a look on them and see which is better design. But before we talk about the design, there is like a difference in the shape and design. As you guys can be noticed here, and it's completely way different. I mean, the LG G Stylo, even with this plastic metal, as you guys can see here, it looks nice with the textures here, and it has curve right here, so that makes the phone a little bit more grippy, and it doesn't actually fall down from your phone, which is more grippy than the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime that has the same thing. It's a plastic back, as you guys can see, and it's removable, which is both are removable, as you guys can see. And there's a big difference in the size of the screen, 5-inch here, and you get the LG Stylo 5.7-inch, which is going to be a bigger phone. A little bit. It's not that huge difference, as you guys can be noticing here. As a weight, I see not big difference. It's only 10 gram difference. The gram is 144 gram, and the Stylo, it's going to be 154 gram, which is for a phablet phone, a bigger screen. That makes sense. And it actually is not going to be considered like a heavy phone when you carry that. And also the Stylo has the stylus pin right here, as you guys can see, which is Samsung Galaxy Crown. It's just a standard Android. You get the pins as usual with any design of the Samsung, the power, and you get home button, capacitive buttons as well. Volume rocker is going to be on the other side. As you can see, then the LG actually they have the same design with most of the phones right now. You got everything from the back, as you guys can see. One things it might be important to you that the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime has no notification LED lights, which is you have it with the LG G Stylo. For the design, actually I would give my advantage for the LG, because actually the LG is more grippy and has the textures, as you guys can see, so it's kind of looks a little bit more premium and more grippy. When the things comes to the display, actually everybody can be noticing here that the LG G Stylo has a better resolution, and also it's a bigger screen. So if you're looking for a screen quality, absolutely your choice is going to be the LG G Stylo over the Grand Prime. Actually, we talk about resolution 720p HD, and you have only QHD, you could say, or you could get it as a resolution 540 x 960, which is even the PPI is 220 PPI, which is the density per pixel for the Grand, and you have 294 density per pixel with the LG G Stylo. Also, you have TFT panel here, and you have the IPS LCD panel, which is the colors is more vivid and more real, and better for like any angle of viewing. As you guys can be noticing here, I have a high quality video. This is from YouTube, just to try to show you some of the quality. Both are really acceptable. I mean, the Grand doing great job. I can see everything's just fine, and also the LG G Stylo, it has slightly better performance. Here another deal breaker here, which is the battery. I mean, the battery in terms of amp, the LG G Stylo, it will be 2900 milliamp hour for 5.7-inch HD display. That should be normal. It's not high or it's not low. I mean, this is very standard. For the TFT, 2600 milliamp hour for 5-inch. I mean, you could say the battery lifetime is about the same thing, so there is no big advantage when we're talking about the battery lifetime. The good things in both phones also, it has removable battery, so you can remove the battery in this phone and take the back and replace your battery, which is, this is another good thing. I mean, as a usage, you guys gonna expect same performance. And actually, this is depends on you. What are you doing in the battery? You playing games? You running Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi or 4G. It will be depends, but from my usage for both phones, I've seen that the performance it's equally. Also, another thing I'm going to be comparing with actually, and just to give this comparison more reliability actually when it comes to results, not just the numbers I'm going to be saying here. Actually, both are running the same Snapdragon 410, which is I expect it to be equally as performance, but you have little advantage for 2 gig of RAM for the LG G Stylo compared with 1.5 of RAM, and it's actually 1.2 Cortex A58 in both as a processor, and same processor actually, so I don't think so it's going to be big deal for you, the processor and the chipset and stuff like that. As you guys can see here, the result, I mean 482 for single core processor, 1450, which is this is for the LG Stylo, and I'm expecting to have the same results here for the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime, and we'll see the results. The 470 and 1448, you could say it's about the same thing. It's just only slightly difference here, not big deal actually. But what makes the big deal for you, the internal storage in the phones, I mean, the Grand is actually only built in 8 gigs, which is you're going to be able to see only 4 gigs when we talk about terms of memory, which is you don't have too much storage, and this is main disadvantage for this particular phone. As you guys can see, you get 8 and you get 16, so that's a deal breaker here. When we talk about connectivity, it's actually both also. It's 4G LTE, and both support the new 700 band for Metro PCS. And we talk about software, both has the latest version of the software, which is 5.1, the Lollipop, as you can see here. Let me just confirm this information for you guys. That's the phone running the latest version of the Android 5.1, which is, this is another great thing here. I mean, this is not the latest version now because we got the Marshmallow, but you never know. I mean, maybe I expect the LG Stylo, it might be get the Marshmallow, but the Grand, I don't think so, because the internal memory is really not that good in these two phones. Also, we have 2 cameras in this phone. I mean, one in the front, one in the rear, which is, this is going to be 5 megapixel. This is a good job to have 5 megapixel in the front, and 8 megapixel, which is support only 1080p for a video, and which is something good. And you have 5 megapixel camera, and you have the actually laser autofocus, image stabilizer, and you have 30 megapixel sensor here, 5 megapixel over here. I'm not trying to go in depth. It might be making just a video to compare these like a camera application and stuff like that, which is I can really right now tell you what is the difference. But just gonna have a look on here. Actually, what is, maybe you're gonna like the Grand more because the Grand has more modes actually, because the LG Stylo has only for the back camera I'm talking about right now, it's only just give you the auto. I mean, you don't have anything manual to get control everything, so everything's going to be automatically adjusted by the camera sensor by itself. But right here you can go to the Pro and you can change the ISO, you can change the contrast, you can add effect, and you can do a little bit more as a professional camera. But that sensor is only 8 megapixel, and I don't think so it's good. I've tested because I'm making the full review for this one. The results for the pictures wasn't bad and wasn't too good in my opinion, because people, they're not going to use the manual mode that much, and the LG is much easier and has even gestures and stuff like that. I would say overall, I'm just talking about overall camera, absolutely I will see the LG Stylo has a better camera. Finally, I'm going to be talking about the UI in the both phones, which, as I explained to you, is 5.1. I mean, the Samsung has the TouchWiz, which is, I don't see anything here like make a big difference for you as a user. I mean, they don't have gestures, they don't have the stuff that comes with the S4 or S5 or the S6 or like you can even like do swipe to take a screenshot or anything like that. It is just a regular Android operating system. Here's no much customization for this device, unfortunately. It comes with some pre-installed applications, which is something good. You don't need to download everything if you want, but this is very standard. And you have here on the other side the LG UI, which is you have knock on screen, you can slide to get the notification, and also you have the multi-windows right here, which is a kind of nice thing to have in any device. Yes, it doesn't support all things, but at least you have a little bit more knock on screen and so on. So both has 2 NFC, and actually that's really just good. And you got screen monitoring here, which is something good. You don't find them right here in the LG Stylo. But overall, I haven't seen any much attractive. Maybe the Samsung Galaxy Avant has a little bit more advantage because support gestures and stuff like that. So I can't like talk much about the software. You guys gonna buy the phone, you're gonna expect it to be just a regular application. You don't have too much customization with the Samsung Galaxy Grande Prime, and you have a lot here to do with the LG Stylo. So if you need software to be more customized, absolutely your choice is gonna be the LG G Stylo. Now, if you ask me, is this a fair comparison or not fair comparison? I would say it's a fair comparison, because the only difference in the price between these two phones, only $20. So you guys gonna expect to pay $20 more and get better phone if you would. If you like the brand and you like Samsung and they're actually durable, good, and the phone doesn't lag and doesn't do crazy thing. And also on the other hand, you have another nice phone here. I'm comparing with the LG Stylo, which is, it's been like 3 months right now, so people they know if it's good or not, and they can judge on the phone more than the Grande Prime. But it's actually, in my opinion, maybe because I like big phone, I would rather to pay $20 more and get the LG G Stylo rather than the Galaxy Grande Prime. Let me know which phone you're thinking about more to get, the Grande or the Stylo, and why. For now, that's it for everything for now, and you can also subscribe for more videos like that, and for more like comparison, also subscribe, because I'm gonna make comparison with most of the phones. And thumbs up if you like, thumbs down if you don't. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I will catch you in the next one. Now, if you ask me, is this a fair comparison or not fair comparison? I would say it's a fair comparison, because the only difference in the price between these two phones, only $20. So you guys gonna expect to pay $20 more and get better phone if you would. If you like the brand and you like Samsung and they're actually durable, good, and the phone doesn't lag and doesn't do crazy thing. And also on the other hand, you have another nice phone here. I'm comparing with the LG Stylo, which is, it's been like 3 months right now, so people they know if it's good or not, and they can judge on the phone more than the Grande Prime. But it's actually, in my opinion, maybe because I like big phone, I would rather to pay $20 more and get the LG G Stylo rather than the Galaxy Grande Prime. Let me know which phone you're thinking about more to get, the Grande or the Stylo, and why. For now, that's it for everything for now, and you can also subscribe for more videos like that, and for more like comparison, also subscribe, because I'm gonna make comparison with most of the phones. And thumbs up if you like, thumbs down if you don't. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I will catch you in the next one.